That one's rolling. Alrighty. I think we're ready to roll. Let's get ready to rumble. This one, I want to go right there. Right there. That works. And bring this over there. That works. Cool beans. We are ready to roll. South Florida. Chisholm time. Renata, good evening, Renata. Linda, Shell, Bill, T Ford, what's going on? Who do we have over here? What do we have? Who? Alexander, what's happening? El Saint, Cater, Charay, Fabix, good evening. Theodore, Mav, how you doing, Mav? Croutons, okay. Here, Stone. Al Goddess, or AI Goddess. Oh, is it Al Goddess or AI Goddess? I don't know. PD04, hello. Hey, Dev, what's going on? Mr. Dev, hello. Hey, Antoine, dude, haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? GSK, how are you? Principal Tour, back again. Cool beans. Guanarco, okay. Taco Poppy, what's going on? Fabix, Valdon, what's going on? Doug, Make It Happen. Aaron Watt. Jake Weimer wants to take a look at K-View. We looked at K-View this morning. Let's pull it up. Very first one for the evening. K-View. K-V-U-E. I'm going to get to that in a minute. Jake, sit tight. Nope, how you doing? Jake, how you? Nikki. Paul, Year of Rabbit. Himra Sophia. John Cooper, what's going on? Thoughts on Amazon holding on today? Okay, Taco Poppy, sit tight when we get to that in a minute. Hi, back for a second night. Megan, how are you today? Now, Megan, don't feel bad. You're on YouTube, and I don't pay much attention to YouTube because I don't have a moderator. Now, the reason why I need a moderator on YouTube because people on YouTube have a tendency to ask stupid, silly questions and act childish. So, I have a moderator on TikTok. That way, all the questions do get answered there. Not so on YouTube. Sorry about that, Megan. Ivan, how you doing today? Matt, finally alone. I locked every door. Then I heard my voice downstairs say, finally alone. Cool beans there, Matt. Dev, I don't have enough time to select many different stocks to invest. Is there a way to do a covered call strategy, one single stock, an entire week on a portfolio? Which stock? Well, there's a whole bunch of those. Ashley, how you doing there, Miss Ashley? Hudson, how are you? All right, so first and foremost, my name is James. This is Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by the 10-Minute Trader, where I invest in weekly cash flow. Wait a minute. I invest in dividend stocks for weekly cash flow. All right, looking for a simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. Sit tight, hang on. We're going to go through the whole thing tonight. How I pick my stocks, what I do with them, how do I find out which ones I'm going to buy and when, and actually how to do the trades. Okay, so now we looked the other day, there's 5,000, there are 10,570 different companies. That's a lot. 10,570. Thanks for the heads up. Switching to TikTok, Megan. It sounds excellent because on TikTok, everything is normal. It's not backwards, and the questions are just more higher quality without that many people. Let's check out OXY. Ivan, sit tight. We'll get to that one. All right. So the strategy I'm about to show you, I created back in 2008 for my 9-year-old when she said, "Daddy, what are you doing? Can you teach me?" So for a 9-year-old, say, "Can you teach me how to invest in stocks?" Well, here's the challenge that I had. It had to be simple, safe, predictable, consistent, and no way for her to lose. That's the 5 little criteria I had to overcome. So in order to be able to do that, I had 5 very strict rules. Now, it's easy to tell a 9-year-old we have strict rules, but when it comes to adults, they have a tendency not to want to listen. So the strategy I'm going to show you, simple, safe, predictable, blah, blah, blah. The 5 rules are simple. Rule number 1, never buy something you don't want to hold on to long term. Take it to your grave. That's the mentality you should use when you're separating yourself from your money. If you're looking for an investment that you're going to hold on to, make sure it's a good company. That's rule number one. Rule number two is never sell for a loss. It boggles my mind why people do that. You buy something at $100 and it drops down, and then you sell it and you pay it. Look at this right here, K-View. It was up at 25 and it dropped down to 16. How many people sold? Probably a whole bunch. Well, why did you buy it in the first place if you're going to panic when it drops? Guess what? It does it every year. It goes up, it goes down. You check over the last 5, 10, 15 years. How many times has it gone up? How many times has it gone down? Okay? Is it consistent? Anyway, rule number 3. Make sure the company is consistently profitable. Now, for me personally, I like 2 decades. Now, if you don't know what a decade is, let me explain it. 20. 1 decade is 10 years. 2 decades would be 20 years of consistent profitability, which means every year you should be making more. The company should be making more and more and more and more money. What's the purpose of getting into a company if you're not consistently profitable? You'll be amazed, because I can guarantee you every single night somebody asks me to take a look at something, and I'm saying to myself, what the hell were you thinking? Take a look at the numbers. Numbers don't lie. Don't pay attention to those stupid heads on TV. You shouldn't be paying attention to me. What the hell do I know? But I do know I don't listen to the talking heads on TV, because they are paid to tell you something. You're not paying me anything. I'm just doing this out of the kindness of my heart, and I'm trying to make some videos for my children and my grandchildren. And then hopefully my great-grandchildren. So when I'm done and gone, at least they'll know what to do with money. Now you might be thinking, well, isn't that kind of silly? Because in 20, 30, 40, 50 years from now, this is going to be information is no longer good. No. Stock market's been around for over 400 years. 400 years. I can pretty much guarantee with 98% certainty, because you never know. Okay, Coca-Cola is going to be making Coca-Cola long after I'm gone. They've been doing it for 140 years. What makes me think just because I die, Coca-Cola's going to disappear? No, it doesn't work that way. Okay? We got a whole list of companies. Consolidated Edison, 200 years old, and they're still profitable. General Electric, over 100 years old. Westinghouse, over 100 years old. Lowe's, Home Depot, Colgate-Palmolive, Procter & Gamble, Kraft Heinz, a whole bunch of companies over 100 years old. They're going to be here long after I'm gone, more than likely. So why wouldn't I put my money into those companies if I can get a consistent, safe, predictable 1% every single week? I mean, think about it. Coca-Cola's been around for over 140 years, and if I can get 1% from them every week, why the hell not? Okay? So, Rule 4. Weekly options only. Now, when you got here, most likely you've seen the link saying Dividend Stock Talk, or the subtitle, Dividend Investing for Weekly Cash Flow. Both of them sound kind of intriguing, but think about it. Dividend Investing for Weekly Cash Flow. The only way you're going to get weekly cash flow is 2 ways. 1, find something that trades on a weekly basis. Hence the reason for weekly options. They trade every week. Or 2, sit in front of my computer looking at signals, waiting for a time to jump in, profit, and jump out. Yeah, no, that's not going to work for me. I'm 61. I don't want another job. I don't want to sit in front of a computer. Okay, I sit in front of a computer for about an hour and a half every day. I do my trading. It takes me about an hour and a half. Well, for my personal account, it takes me 5 to 10 minutes. That's it for my personal account. But I do help out other people, and I'm sitting in front of my computer about an hour. But I want to be done over and then move on with my day. I want to go hang out with my 5-year-old grandson. Granted, it's not stimulating conversation, but we have fun. You know, we do what 5-year-olds do. That being said, so what I'm asking of you this evening, do me a favor. If you're going to ask me a question, please only ask it once. I'm trying to get to every single question. And please, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. If I say something or do something you don't like, just leave. You don't have to be insulting and derogatory. Just leave. It's simple. Okay, there are a lot of people here. Just, I'm live streaming on 9 different platforms. We're going to be adding new platforms in the next couple of weeks. But anywhere between 5 and 30,000 people will come through here on a nightly basis. So be courteous for your brothers and sisters. I mean, come on. Walmart. Jerome wants to take a Walmart. Okay, Jerome, we'll take a look at that in a little bit. What else we got? Okay, so make sure the company is profitable, number one. That'd be great. Please do not send me stocks that are at the high of the year. Okay, if you're asking me to look at something, I would like to think, and sometimes I'm delusional on this one, that you at least know something about it. If you show me a stock that's at the high of the year today, it's like, what is the point of that? What are you showing off because you got stocks at the high of the year? It does us, the 20, 30,000 people that come through, it does us no good whatsoever. If you're going to help the guy next to you come up with something good, this looks good. Now we're going to go over that as we progress, and I'm going to actually do some sample trades so you see how it's done. If you ask a question, I'll answer it. I'm not going to hide anything. All right, so let's get rolling. And before I forget, a couple other very important things. Number one, there's about 35 people pretending to be me. So if you get a text message, an email, a WhatsApp, a Telegram, or anything like that from me saying, I have a great deal for you, now that ain't me. Okay, what I'm telling you now, listen closely. I do not do that. If you want to talk to me, whatever station you are on, there is a bio, there's information about me somewhere in one of these little buttons that you click somewhere on your screen. Send me a message, book a call, and I guarantee you 100% I will not try to sell you anything. I can also guarantee you I'm not going to try to sell you anything tonight. I don't do that. I'm just here to teach and create a video that my grandchildren and my great-grandchildren will be watching 10, 20, 30, 40 years from now. That's what my goal is here. So for the last year and 3 quarters, I'm going up to 2 years and see what happens at the beginning of the year. Not 100% yet. We're going to do. But that being said, let's get started. Please, only stocks that are halfway decent. Okay? You should know if you're thinking about putting your money into a stock and you want me to give you my opinion on it, great. Make sure it fits. Is it profitable? I don't want to see it if it's at the high of the year because it does us no good whatsoever. Okay? And please, just ask the question once. All right? Let's get started. First one on the list today, just because he was quick, Jake wants to take a look at K-View. Now, we did look at K-View this morning. I need my pencil. Here it is. I don't know what do you call these things. It's not a pencil. It's a stylus. But it allows me to do this thing right here. Allows me to do that. I like that. It's a nice little toy. I have no idea how to use this thing other than doing this. That's about it. That's about all I do. Okay, I do have someone coming in trying to teach me how to use this thing. But besides the point, let's take a look and let's get rolling. Okay, I'm looking for 5 things. Anytime I look at any... Oh, wait a second. I've got rule number 5. Remember, rule number 4 is weekly options only. Rule number 5 is... make sure all the numbers work, and I'm going to explain each rule as we progress, and I'm going to explain how we pick our stocks, because it's very simple. Okay, everything you are going to see and learn tonight was specifically I haven't done this in a while. I haven't done this, so let's do it. Was specifically created for my daughter. Daddy, what are you doing? Can you teach me? Okay, what am I supposed to do this? Can you tell me my supposed to do this? So, try to do some research. It's been there for about 15 years. Research. All right, we're going over YouTube. 15. Because YouTube has videos. Because YouTube has all the videos. Me and the little princess when she was little. Okay, both those videos. All right. The oldest videos. The oldest videos. Here's Jason.
Hi, I'm JC, and me as you being part of my internet website club thingy, which my dad didn't like calling that. That's what I do. Being part of that, you're going to be getting weekly stocks that I'll be trading, and every month you're getting forms of stocks that you can choose from that help you to get money. List number one.
No, you don't need list number one.
Stocks that are paying out each year.
There's over 20 years in the 15 years.
Right. There's 15 years ago. It's my favorite part. I laugh every time I see that. There's a different stock every month. Yay! Because there is. Almost every single day, there's a new company paying out a dividend. Now, why is that important? Now, if you don't know what a dividend is, simply put, a dividend is the portion of the company's profits they give back to the investors, and that's us. We are the investors. Okay, we buy, we sell. Okay, if we own a stock, we are entitled to a portion of the profits. Only on dividend stocks, because you have two different kinds of companies. You have dividend stock companies, they actually share their profits. And then you have capital appreciation companies. They take all the profits, put it back into the company for capital growth. Well, I'm 61. I'm not putting my money into anything and just watching it, then watching it some more. Because that's all you can do. You put your money into it, you wait to go up. Terribly sorry. I get bills that come due every week and every 2 weeks or whatever. So I need cash flow. So when you stop working, and there will be a day, you got 3 chances, that's it. Okay, number one, you're going to get too freaking old. You're going to get old, and your boss is going to say, hold up, you're a liability. You're just too damn old to be at work. Mandatory retirement. Tough shit. That's number one. Number two, you could take this job and shove it. You can actually walk out and say, I have enough money coming in from my investments. I don't need this aggravation. That's number two. And number three, everybody's favorite, toe tag. Do you know what that means? That means you die on your way to work, you die at work, or you die on your way home from work. And you don't get to enjoy the retirement life that we're all working for to get to. Well, it's pretty damn cool. If you have enough money to enjoy the retirement life. What do I mean? Go on vacations, take trips, take cruises, hang out with the grandchildren, sit there and watch the grass grow. Whatever you want to do. I still wake up in the morning and say, all right, I got to go. No, I don't. Because I feel like I got to contribute somehow. But my first job was in 1973. Okay, that was 52 years ago. I put my time in. I'm doing the younger crowd a favor. I'm saying, all right, I had enough. You take over. So all these people complaining, I can't get a job, I can't work. Well, I'm one of those people saying, you know what? Take my job. Simple, right? Okay, so that being said, we've been doing this thing's like 15 years old. That's how long we've been doing this. Now you're relatively new here, because it wasn't until 2 or 3 years ago we were able live videos, interacting with people. It's going to be great when we actually be able to interact. Now, we are going to be eventually putting in a phone so actually I can talk to people. But until then, let's get out of this. Let's get out of that. All right, we don't need that at this moment, but we are going to need it a little bit later. So let's get going. First off, we're looking at today, K-View. Now, it was created for my 9-year-old daughter. Now, I have to admit, the video you saw her 2 seconds ago, she was 11. So we'd already been trading for 2 years. And I was looking for new things to come up with. To help her out. So we had a whiteboard, big huge whiteboard, 4x8, and we had to write in the months of the year. We had to write in the stocks one at a time because they didn't have a calendar that allowed us to do that. And that calendar looks something like this. This is an EX dividend calendar Basically, what that is, it tells me when the company is paying its dividend. And the importance about that is that just before the company pays a dividend, stock has a tendency to go up in value. If I knew when stock was going up, well, that's when I wanted to jump in and buy it. Because as she's going up, I'm taking that small, tiny bit of profit, 1%. That's all I'm looking for, 1%. It shouldn't be that difficult. Okay. Now, we're going to get to do a couple of trades. As we do, I will explain as we progress. Just like a good movie, everything's going to come together before the end. Okay, before the girl kisses the guy and everybody goes off and lives a wonderful life. Yeah. It's a Wonderful Life. That's one of my favorite movies. All right, so the calendar. These little green dots represents companies on this list. Now, remember I told you about a list? Find the stocks that you like. Okay, well, let me tell you what my list is. My list, Dividend Kings. 5 decades of increased profits. Dividend Aristocrats. 25 years of increased profits. Dividend Champions. 25 years of increased profits. Now, you may sound, well, why aren't they together? Because the rules for the aristocrats are different than the rules for the champions. But they still have 25 years of increased profits. Dividend Contenders. 10 to 24 years of increased profits. And then bringing up the tail end, just because we like him, Warren Buffett. We're going to take a look at Warren Buffett and see what he is trading. If it's good enough for Warren, hey, I'm going to do it. So once we get those lists, whatever stocks you like, you can pick whatever you want. Now, the reason I pick dividend stocks, because I know when they're paying their dividend, and I also know when they're getting ready to pay the dividend, they have a tendency to go up in value. That way, I know something that a lot of traders don't know. Is coming into the dividend play, the stocks can go up in value. As it goes up in value, that's where I want to get in, and I want to get out, and I want to take my little slice of the pie. 1%, that's it. It's not that much. So I get it easily, and I get it predictably, and I get it consistent. I love the Lee family. Profitably, consistently, predictably, safely. There's a few more. They're not here today. We'll take a look at them later. So there's 4 dates you need to remember when you're talking about dividend stocks. And they're important because, hey, by knowing ahead of time allows you to prepare. All right. So the first date you see is going to be called the announcement date. That's when the spokesman for the company comes out and says, hey, everybody, my name is James. This is Dividend Stock Talk. This is how much money we made. This is how you're going to get yours. And this is when you're going to get paid. And it's going to be wonderful. Yay! It's the announcement date. They tell you how much they made and when you're going to get yours. That's all that is. The second date is the important date. That is the EX dividend date. The EX dividend date is the last day the stock trades before the dividend is paid. So if you want to collect the dividend, you got to buy it before that date. These little green dots are dividend dates. Okay, if you cannot see these little tiny dots, in case you didn't know, this screen here is being live broadcast on YouTube. So you can walk to the other room, sit in the big lazy chair or on the couch, pull up that big screen TV and just sit back and watch. It makes it easy to see the numbers. Now, you probably can't see them that well on your phone or your iPad or whatever you're on. But you get a big screen TV. I got a big 60 right there. But I still need glasses. Getting old's no fun. I mean, it's fun, but certain parts of it kind of suck. The glasses thing is one of them. I didn't need these when I was younger. But nowadays, the thing's 5 feet away from me. It's a 60-inch, and I still need freaking glasses. Getting old sucks. Anyway, date number 3 is the date of record. Whoever owns a stock on the date of record is entitled to the dividend. Plain and simple. You own it on this date, you get the check. Plain and simple. Date number 4, the payment date, that's when you actually get your money. That's the importance. JMF. Woohoo. JFM. Ooh, sorry. Thank you, dear dude. Or dudette. I have no idea who it was. JFM. Is that a he or she? Is it right to call a dude or dudette? I don't know. Just thank you. That was nice of you. Squirrel. Yes, I do have ADD, and I've learned to live with it, so I'm going to apologize now. I get distracted easily. And I do forget where I am at sometimes. Tell you, getting funds is not as wonderful as people make it sound. All right, that being said, that's my list. That's how I come up with my list, and that's what I do with my list. I stick it to the calendar. The calendar tells me what I am looking at for the week. Okay, there's over 10,000 different companies. I only look at about 300. I stick those into the calendar, and guess what? Every week, I get a different number of stocks to look at. Okay, and those are the only ones I look at. Because you may think I buy 5, 10, 15, 20. No, I don't. I buy 2 or 3 companies every week. That's it. Okay, I'll sell 2 or 3 every week, and I'll buy 2 or 3 every week. And they all go through the same, what's a good word for this? The same process in picking. Okay, it's all the same. Is it consistently profitable? Great. Do they have weekly options? Great. Then we're going to take a look. We're going to go and do a few. You'll see how everything works. And you can ask whatever questions you want. Let's get out of here. Let's go back to trade, and let's go back to here. We're still looking at K-view. Now, I go step by step. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. Step 1 is pick your stocks. Okay, there's over 10,570. Find the ones that you like. There's no reason whatsoever for you to look at something that doesn't qualify for you. If it's a penny stock, no. Don't even want to bother with it. If it costs $1,000 a share, no. I don't want to bother with it. $5,000, no. I don't want to bother with it. I want to look at stocks between $4 or $5 and up to about $300. That's it. That's all I want to look at. And then I only want to look at the ones that have dividends in weekly options. And then I only want to look at them if they have the weekly option, if they have the dividend coming up in the next week or so, because then I know the stock is going to move up in value. Okay, so once I pick my stocks, I stick them to the calendar. The calendar tells me what to look at. Next step, step number 3, look at the 1-year chart. The 1-year chart, 3 to 4 seconds. Now, I can spend hours going over this and explaining a lot of stuff, but it's just a waste of time. It takes 3 to 4 seconds to get the 5 basics. That's all I'm looking for, the 5 basics. That's it. Now, I'm going to tell you what they are, and you're going to say, that's easy. Ready? Number 1, the high of the year. That's stupid, isn't it? It's only 1. Number 2, low of the year. Again. Number 3, where was it a year ago? Number 4, where is it today? And then number 5 takes the longest. Okay? Up, down, and then up. That should take you 3 to 4 seconds. You ready? Let's try it. You ready? High, low, where was it? Where is it? 3 to 4 seconds. Once I get that, then I want to take a look at the numbers. So step, what's that, 4 or 5? I forget. I want to see what am I paying for. Remember I said rule 5, make sure all the numbers work? Okay, well, I'm going to explain to you what the numbers are for this particular situation. Because they're all different. There are literally hundreds of different trading strategies and different things you can trade. This one particularly was made for a 9-year-old. And I showed you who the 9-year-old was. In 2008, Daddy, can you teach me? Great. Well, I love her dearly. She was not the brightest bulb on the tree. Okay, I love her. I do. I love her dearly. But she was just your average, everyday, normal girl. Okay, so what can I buy it for? 1622, 1622, 1622, 1622. What do you think? Do you think there's a reason it's up there 4 times? Because that's the current price. Or should I say that's the last traded price today? So when the market closed today at 4 p.m., that's the price, 1622. So if I'm going to buy it tomorrow, based on what I know now, 1622, the closest strike price is going to be the 1650 or the 16, one or the other. The 16 is going to be the safest. The 1650 is going to be the most profitable. Now, considering tomorrow's Wednesday, we only got three days left for this week. So it might not be advantageous for us to do an option this week. We'll take a look, but it might be better to do one next week, because next week we got 10 days, not 3. Okay? 3 days. See this right here? 10 October? That's this Friday. There's 3 days until expiration, which means we have 3 days before the week ends. Now, if we can't get a decent fill number here, well then fine, we'll take a look at next week, 17 October. Okay, here's 17 October. 1622, the 16s are going for 57, that's nice. The 1650s are going for 35. Well, 35 is 2%, that's 1% for this week and 1% for next week, that's 2. The 16s are going for 57, but you got to subtract this 22 cents out of that, so I'm only walking away with 35. Same thing. But the 1650, I get the difference between this price and this price. It's a few more pennies. So the 1650 is more profitable, but the 16 is safer. So this is where you got to weigh it out. Okay, do I want safety or do I want profitability? Now, don't get me wrong, it's a nice company, and as you can see, it's an upward trend. So once we do the numbers, fine. Next step is to take a deeper dive into the chart, because this is where we want to find out what the actual numbers are. Now the broad stroke, high, low, where it was, is, well, that's fine to see if we should go to the next step. Because if we're at the high of the, it's a hell no, and I don't even want to bother with the numbers. It's one step at a time. If step 1 doesn't work, fine. Next. If step 1 works, great. Step 2 works, great. Step 3, nope. Next. Don't waste. See, time is the only commodity you cannot buy more of. Money comes and goes. People come and go. Houses come and go. Clothes come and go. Everything in your life comes and goes, except for time. Don't waste your time trading it for money. Okay, profits are much better than wages. I don't care who the hell you are. Profits are better than wages. Okay, because you can only work so many hours a day. There's only 24. Okay, but profits, they're unlimited. A profit can be unlimited, but there's only, okay, never mind. All right, so now we're going to take a deeper dive into the chart. With that, let's do this. A year ago, we were at 2203. The high of the year wasn't until the first week of May. That's 25.24. Well, from there, she just kept dropping and dropping. Now look at the last 30 days. 7 would be right there. Okay, here we go. Here's your last 30 days. We're looking for the exact same thing. The high, the low, where was it? Where is it? Now what's the flow? Sideways, down, up. The bottom's right here. 1, 2, 3 days. Now she's going up. Does that make sense? That's number 1. Number 2, do I like this company? Number 3, am I willing to buy it, hold it, never sell it unless it hits my target? Well, let's find that target right now. It's currently at 1622. Let's do the 1650s. Let's get rid of this. Let's change this to covered stock, and the 1650s for this week, right there. Now, I'm just going to show you one contract so you understand, because we're all adults. We know how much money we have. We know how much money we have coming in every week. If I put in 40 hours a week, I should make X amount. Okay, if I put 40 hours a week and 5 hours overtime, I should make this amount. Okay, at this point in your life, you should know what your mortgage is, your rent, whatever, your insurance. You should know what that is. How much on average do you spend on gas? How much on average do you spend on groceries? How much on average do you spend on entertainment? You can't work all the time. You have to enjoy life once in a while. What's life if you're not going to enjoy some time of it? So you should know these numbers right off the top of your head. So if I'm showing you what 1 looks like, you can say, I got enough to do 5. I got enough to do 133. Whatever your situation is, we're all different. Like I said earlier, between 1,000 and 20,000 people will come through here tonight. 20, 30, something like that. But we're all different. We all have a different starting point. We all have a different goal in mind. We all are a different age. We all have different risk factors. Okay, what might be good for me might not be good for you. Well, I might say, hey, okay, it works for me. You might say, oh, hell no, because we're all different. Don't compare yourself to someone else. The only one you have to answer to, only one, is that person looking back at you in the mirror. That's it. You have nothing to prove to anyone but that person looking back to you in the mirror. Let's go. Let's see what we're looking at. K-View by one. Covered call, K-View. Now, it's important to get the terminology correct, because if you've never done this before, it's going to be a new language, a new set of skills, and it's very important that you're buying, not selling, selling, not buying, how many, how much, if the, all that is important. It's like driving a car. First time you got behind the wheel, okay, nowadays, after driving 5, 10, 15, 20 years, I must have driven over a couple 100,000 miles myself. It's easy. 10 October 25. That means this expires this coming Friday. The $16.50 call option. That means I'm buying it for $16.22. I'm selling it for $16.50. I'm picking up $38. That's my profit. See this? Maximum profit. $38. Remember when I said simple, safe, predictable? Simple is one of the easiest strategies there is. Safe, you can actually do this in your IRA. The federal government says, yep, you can do covered calls in your IRA. Some trading strategies, you can't. Predictable, yeah. Simple, safe, predictable. I know exactly what I'm making before I even do it. Now, most people, when they buy a stock, you got to wait for the stock to move. And then you got to decide what to take. Not so with a covered call. If I'm getting my 1%, I know that beforehand. And if I like the company and everything looks good, yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to walk away. I'm not going to worry about it. It's set it, forget it. If it hits my target, great. I get my 1%. Someone buys that stock from me. Next week, I get that burden. It's a horrible, horrible burden. What do I buy? Think about it. If I buy K-View this week, okay, someone takes it away from me this Saturday, well, now I got to go spend that money all over again on something else. Well, boo-hoo for me. 1% a week makes over 50% per year. Now, where I am at my point in my life, I'm in my 60s. Remember that. See, I've worked 50-some-odd years. So what I have available to me is a little bit different than some of what you have available to you. You got to put in your time. You do. You have to contribute to society in a manner on which is productive. I like to think of it that way. I might be delusional, who knows. But we all have a certain amount of money that we have available to now. And as you progress, because Friday's coming, okay? Your 50th birthday's coming, your 60th birthday's coming, your 65th birthday's coming. Okay, I'm going to be 65 in a couple of years. What the hell do I know about being 65? I get no clue ever. I'm clueless on what it's like to be 61. I've never been here before. I'm probably doing it wrong. Who knows? Anyway, here's my profit. The cost of the trade, including commissions and fees, is only $1,600. That's for one contract. Think of it this way. You're not investing in stocks. Think of it as if you're investing in a weekly cash-producing asset. Okay, you buy an asset and it's yours to do with as you please until you decide to sell it. So when I say that, people don't quite understand that. They think, well, if the stock goes down, I'm going to lose money. No, you do not ever lose money until you agree. You have to make that decision to sell it for less than what you paid for it. So look at it this way. If the stock is at $16.50 right now, it's at $16.50 right now, and I buy 100 shares, that's one contract. If the stock drops down to 15, I still have 100 shares. I still have one contract, and that one contract will allow me some cash flow every single week. Now, what I'm going to collect every single week, it's kind of like a vending machine. You have no idea what you're going to get every single week. You get a rough idea after been doing it for a while. So if I get $38 every single week for doing this, and it's only costing me $1,600 for one contract, well, me personally, I could probably get 30 contracts. Probably. So you multiply that by 30. That's a nice chunk of change. What is that? $1,500, something like that. That's a nice profit. Anyway, to find out the rate of return, what we're going to need is the calculator. And the first thing we do is we enter the profit. The profit's $38 for one contract. Okay, then we divide that by the cost of the contract, or the cost of 100 shares, or cost of the trade, including commissions and fees. It's all right there. I know exactly what the numbers are before I commit to anything. And if it works, great, I'll do it. If it doesn't work, next. It's that simple. Now, I can go through this whole process in less than 30 seconds, because once you get good at it, it's not that difficult. Okay, you got your list. What's on the list? Well, this, that. Great. Well, what is this? Great. What's the price? What's the one-year chart look like? High, low, blah, blah, blah. Great. What's the numbers? Blah, blah, blah. Right there, that's 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Okay, to take a look at the stock chart, it's 3 to 4 seconds. High, low, was, is. Great. Next, the numbers. What are the numbers? Well, that takes me 4 or 5 seconds also. If the stock's at 16.22 and the 16s are going for 35, that's more than 1%. Great. Next. Okay, once you understand what you're looking for, that's like when somebody throws you the keys to the car. You're driving, and they throw you the keys. You grab the keys, put it in the ignition, put your seatbelt on, and you go. Not so when you're 15 years old and you're first starting to drive. You got to adjust the seat, adjust the mirrors, adjust this, adjust that, check the gas, check this, check that, and it's a process. As you get older, as you get better, things are a lot quicker. I'm blabbing, so let's stop this. Okay. I get on a tangent. I just keep on going. So the profit's 38. It's going to cost me 16. So let's do the math. What kind of rate of return is this? 16.12. There it goes. And that comes to a grand total of 2.3% for 3 days. Now, I don't know about you, but 2.3% for 3 days is okay for me. Now, if I was younger, I said, oh, hell no, I don't want to waste my time with that. If I was younger, okay, I'm not a spring chicken anymore. I'm not 20, 30 years old. I can't go out and work manual labor for 14, 16 hours a day. Sorry. I could do it when I was 18, 19, 20, 30. Even up to my 30s, I could still do it. Not anymore. Terribly sorry. This is 60-something years old. This does not work like it used to. Okay, so 2.3% on K-View. That was a long time to get to that, wasn't it, Gabe? It is what it is. I'm going to write that one down because 2.3% for 3 days. Whew. 2.3. All right. I'm going to do my best to try not get sidetracked so much in these stories. All right, so let's get out of that one. Next on the list. Next on the mic is my man Hank. Come on, Hank, sing that song. Check it out. Help the latest. All right, what do we got? Thoughts on Amazon, AMZN. Now, I don't do Amazon, AMZN, only because Amazon doesn't have any dividends. Now, remember I told you earlier why I like dividends. Because dividend stocks have a tendency to be predictable and repetitive. That means every 90 days they pay a dividend. And every 90 days, just before the dividend, they have a tendency to increase in price. And when they increase in price, it gives me that opportunity to jump in, scrape a little bit off for myself, and say, thank you kindly, see you in 90 days. Now, I have over 300 companies that I can do that with. But here's the thing. 300 companies paying 4 times a year, that's once per quarter. Every quarter only has 66 trading days. So you got 300 companies divided by 66 trading days. That's about 5 companies a day. 13 weeks. Each quarter, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Each quarter has 13 weeks. 300 companies, 13 weeks. Okay? And then it repeats itself. Because the first week of the first quarter looks the exact same as the first week of the fourth quarter. And first week of the third quarter. Okay, and it's repetitive. It's over and over and over again. If you take a look at my stocks that I bought and sold over the past 2 years, because the past 2 years, every single trade I have done is not only logged and videoed. Okay, you got videos that show me doing those trades and all the results of them. Okay, so I need 2 years of verifiable proof that my strategy does work, and we are coming into the final quarter. Would you believe that? I've done 7 quarters already. 1 whole year last year from January 1st to December 31st. And then from January 1st to where we are right now. So as December 31st, that'll be 2 complete years every single night hanging out with you guys. All right. Amazon. Same thing I'm looking at. Here's the high, here's the low, here's where it was, here's where it is, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, great. I don't do Amazon because I don't know when they typically move. Means I'm going to be staring at my computer waiting for an opportunity. Okay, here's the top, here's the bottom. She went up, she pulled back, she went up, she pulled back. Oh, hell no. There's no rhyme or reason. It's just kind of going sideways. Up, down, up, down, up, down. There's no consistency there. So I want to look for a pattern where it's like days and days and days and days and days going in one direction. But I don't do Amazon because there's no way of finding out a predictable pattern. Okay? Dividend stocks have a predictable pattern. That's why I like them. Also, they're sharing their profits. This boy don't share his profits. So why do I want to invest in Amazon? That's just my thoughts on Amazon. Okay, you like it? Hey, more power to you. Thanks for the heads up. You got it. Let's check out OXY. Is that Occidental Petroleum? OXY. It is Occidental Petroleum. Interesting. Did you see how quick that was? It took me 2 seconds to take one look at that and said, interesting. It's not a hell no. It's not a hell yes. It's interesting. Because this right here, I'm kind of intrigued what that is. But before we get to that, let's look at the whole picture. High, low, where was it? Where is it? Down, up, down, up. Simplified. Don't make it more complicated than it needs to be. Remember, 9 years old. 9-year-old little girl saying, Daddy, can you teach me? Simple. It was here, then it bottomed out. Then it ran back up, now it's down, and now it's up again. This is the area that I'm interested in. This back here, there's nothing we can do about it other than use it to give us an idea of where's the high. Okay, where's the low? Okay, which direction is it going? That's about all it's good for. To get a good idea of where it's going next, you need this area right here. The last 30 to 60 days. Now, before we go into that deeper, let's check the numbers and see what they look like. Did you like that move? Check out the numbers and see what they look like. 45.33. The 45.50s are going for 45, and these ones are going for 83. I like this one here. It's right around 1%. This one here is not 2%, which it should be because that's 2 weeks away. Okay, this one here. Okay, so that being said, let's take a deeper dive into the numbers and see what it says. A year ago was the high of the year. That was 56.59. We bottomed out in the second week of April at 34. So you see that? 56 to 34. 56 to 34. That's $12. $22. Yeah, $22. It's a $22 drop. Almost 50%. But from there, 34 to 50, that's $16. That's almost a 50% increase. So you get a 50% decrease, a 50% increase, a little pullback, and then a little jump up. Looks good. The numbers are okay. So let's go and take a look at the last 30 days so we get a good idea of where do we think it's going next. Because you and I, the buyers and sellers, we decide which direction it's going. Now, I just noticed something. It's me a little awkward, but I'm going to explain it in a second. The last 30 days, we're looking at the 7th, which would be right there. Okay, so 30 days ago, right here. Here's your bottom right there. 1, 2, 3. See, third day up would have been today. Okay, I'm going to zoom in a little bit closer. Hope you can see it. Okay, 30-day bottom was 4 days ago. 1 day up, 2 days up. Day number 3 didn't make it. Tomorrow it might do it. So if she's up above 45 tomorrow, then I'll jump in. The 45.50. Well, let's see what the 45.50 looks like. Change this to covered call right there. The 45.50 right there. Get rid of all of those. We don't need all of them. And here's Johnny. Buy one, covered call, Occidental Petroleum 100. That's the weeklies. 10 October 25. That's this coming Friday. 3 days away. The 45.50 call option. Remember, I'm buying it for 45.33. I'm going to sell it for 45.50. That's pretty damn close. What is that, 22 cents off? 27. It's 27 cents off. No, it's only 17. What am I thinking? It's only 17 cents away. Okay, so I'm selling it for, at the market, to open. 63.50 is the profit. 44.87 is the investment. So let's see what those numbers look like. Does it make sense? That's the big question. Does it make sense? Do I like this company? Am I willing to hold it till the day I die, or until it hits my target? What's my target? 45.50. What's it at now? 45.33. It's not that far away. All right. Maximum profit 63.50. Get my calculator. Calculator. Come out wherever you are. 63.50. 63.50 divided by 44.87. 44.87. Grand total of 1.4. That's only for 3 days. Now we can change it to do next week's. Now to do that, we're going to hit the edit button here, and then we're going to change the date. Okay, so hit edit button. Okay, the date is right here. So I'm going to change that, not the 10th of October, but next Friday, which is the 17th of October. So I go right there, change the date. Okay, now hit confirm and send. Okay, and here we go. Buy one covered call, OXY, 17 October. That's not this Friday. That's next Friday. Remember the beauty of it? Simple, safe, consistent, which means I can do this every single... Think about it. Every single week, I'm creating a weekly cash flowing asset. It doesn't to me, it doesn't matter what the stock is. What's the price is what I mean. It doesn't matter to me what the stock price is, as long as it's moving in the right direction. Because stocks go up until they're done going up. And guess what they do after that? They come down. And then they come down until they're done. They hit the bottom, turn around, go back up again. And then they repeat the process. Up, down, up, down. That's all they do. They don't come to your house and take the dog for a walk. I was waiting all day. Nobody ever showed up. 103.44. Let's check that out. Now remember, we're doing 2 weeks out, so we should get at least 2%. The max profit 103. Okay, cost of trade including commissions and fees 44.47. 47. Grand total of 2.3%. Well, that is 2%. Twice as much if I was doing a 1 week. So you get ask yourself the question. Number one, do I like this company? Number two, am I willing to hold on to it until it hits my target or till the day I die? Could be tomorrow. You never know. Alrighty. I'm going to write that one down. What is it? OXY. And that is 2.3. Just in case you're wondering. All right. Just in case you're wondering, all right, I do write down all the interesting trades that I come up with. I write them down. So next year I can take a look and say, oh, wait a second. Kohl's, nice. Nike, nice. Dow, and then I look which ones are consistently profitable, consistently doing what I want week by week by week. So next year it saves me time. All right, what do we have over here? Aaron J, what's going on? Taco Poppy, what's going on? Live in the moon. Oh, live in the moon? Live in the moon? That's a tough word. L-I-V-E. Is it live or is it live? Alrighty. Thoughts on Amazon? We did that one. Thanks for your help. You're welcome. G333. What's going on? Ethan! Ethan, I have no idea what that means, but okay. Thank you for that, Ethan. Taco Poppy. UNH continues strong. Thoughts there as well. University of New Hampshire. That's not the actual stock. I just call it that because it's UNH. I was, brought up. UNH was University of New Hampshire. UNH. What was that? United Health Group. Now, this one makes me a little queasy because you got your high here at 650. You got your bottom here at 230. Yeah, how many people just choked? Like, what? 650. It drops all the way down to 230. Yeah, but some people are panicking. Wait a second, before I even do that. Current price, 363. 362 is going for $6. That's a yes. S. All right, that being said, let's do this. A year ago, 587. The high of the year, 631. All right, that was close. 631. The bottom of the year was in August. Check this out. 233. Well, 233, she jumps up, profit taking. Jumps up, profit taking. Jumps up, profit taking. Jumps up. What's going on here? Well, let's zoom in a little bit closer. Get a little closer. There we go. 30 days ago was the 30-day bottom. Okay, high, low is up, down, up. I don't know. Looks like she might be coming down now. I don't know. Because your 30-day high was on Friday. Monday pulled back a little bit. Today, a little bit higher. So is it still going up? Or is this coming? I don't know. I just don't. I don't like doing stocks over $350. This is $360. If you like it, fine. Very rarely will I do a stock that high. I'll do John Deere because it's John Deere. It's been around for over 100 years. Okay, United Health Group, I don't think they've been around for 100 years. But, hey, you want to take a look at it? We took a look. There you go. Hey, James, how do I buy high and sell low? All right, Sam, everyone's a wise guy. Ethan, how are you? Are you from Iowa? What would give you that idea? Greg, how are you? Ron, what about Procter & Gamble? Ooh, this company's over 100 years old. Also, if you didn't know, Procter & Gamble is a dividend king. That means 5 decades of consistent profit. Now, when I say consistent profits, that means 50. Higher, 50 times. 50 times. Not up, down, up, down. No. We haven't got one tonight. I'm surprised. We haven't gotten to a crappy one yet. Okay, so let's take a look. High. Low. Where was it? Where is it? What's that doing? What's that? 152. 152.50. 152.50 is 125. Not this week. Next week. I'm going to say no. The only reason I'm saying no, listen to this. Okay, 152.50. This week's 152.50 is only offering 1.25, not whole 1%. I have too many other companies willing to give me one, regardless of what I think of the company. The numbers aren't working for me. Okay, next week I should be getting at least 2%, which would be $3 and change, but it's only offering $2.12. Yeah, no, thank you. Sorry, no, don't get me wrong. I bought Procter & Gamble many a time. It's just this week the numbers don't look good. And I don't even have to look at the chart now because the numbers are no good. Next. It's that easy. Next. Rugworks. What do you do when the stock you buy goes down 2% on a Monday and stays under your 1% take on Friday? I roll it into next week, and I do it again. Interesting thing. All right, Rug Works, here's an idea. Just think of this for a second. Here's a funny story for you. Okay, this is a funny story. I had to fly to Maine a couple of weeks ago. I think it was Memorial Day weekend. I had to fly to Maine to help my friend out up there. And to rent a car for 4 days was $800. $800 to rent a car for 4 days. So I said, oh, hell no. So I went to Facebook Marketplace and I looked for a piece of crap vehicle. So I found a Dodge 4-wheel drive pickup truck with a Hemi. And as the guy said, he only wanted $1,400 for it. So I said, I can buy a truck for $1,400 or I can rent a car for $800. So I bought the truck. Okay, now this is this is probably like the second vehicle I've ever had. Okay, that you can actually watch the gas gauge go down because it had the big Hemi in it. So anyway, needless to say, the truck is still sitting up in Maine. So anytime I go to Maine, I just use my own truck because I didn't feel like paying $800 to rent a car for 4 days. I don't know why I was saying that. Oh, same thing over here. Rug Works. Okay, number one, you're investing. Okay, you're taking your money and you're trying to make more money with it. So number one, never buy a company you don't like. That's number one. Now number two, stocks go up, stocks go down. See, look at right here. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. I've never, ever, ever seen a stock that went down that didn't turn around and go back up again. Because that's all they do. Now we're doing 5 days, 6 days at a time. So if we're here, okay, if we're here looking at this, I buy, sell, buy, okay, and now she drops, am I okay with that? Well, the interesting thing about having a cash-producing weekly asset is that if the stock drops, I can still sell. Where we are? Let's get out of here. La la la. Okay. I can still sell the 155s, the 152s, the 150s, the 149s, the 148s, so on and so forth. I own it. I can do what I want. If the stock drops, I lower my strike price. Okay, if I'm buying it at 152, okay, I'll sell the 152. If the stock drops to 150, well, next week I'll sell the 152s, or I'll sell the 150s, or I will decide as it goes on. But I will never, ever, ever sell at a loss. And as long as I own that cash-producing weekly asset, I will get some money coming in. It may not be a full 1%. It might be 3/4. It might be a half. But guess what? A 0.5% every week is still 26% at the end of the year. And what goes up must come down. Spinning wheels got to go round. What's next? Oh, Zulma, how are you? The goat. Broody, what's going on? Timson the Great. Virgil, what's going on? Bob Fox. I'm watching, but this vid be saved on YouTube. Absolutely. How you doing, Greg, by the way? Glad to hear it. JLK. How you doing, JLK? Greg, how are you doing? Anything? Tell me about the cinnamon toast shrimp. Not as good as it sounds. I mean, you would think with that cinnamon toast crunch, that cereal, they crush it up, and then they take that to fry it in. You ever try that? That's freaking awesome. Instead of using breadcrumbs, you use cinnamon toast crunch. You crunch it up, you dip your shrimp in it, and then you fry it, just like regular other fried shrimp. How's that, Art Valley? Art Vandalay, is that right? Mal Martian. What's the best dividend stock I might buy? HDIV. What the hell is HDIV? Anybody know what HDIV is? I never heard of it. HDIV. Okay, see, I put that in correctly. HDIV, nothing is showing up, and it has no options. That's a hell no. Sorry. What do I think about TMQ? What the hell is TMQ? TMQ. That's a hell no. I don't do monthlies. Do you remember the part where I said weekly options only? Okay, October, November, December. Yeah, those are monthlies. Those are hell no. Okay, it just, the numbers just don't work, and I don't want to explain it. I did it last night. Monthly, you know what? I'm going to do a video, put it on my website. Monthly options do not work for what I want to do. Here's the video. Figure out why. It just doesn't. IOBT. What the hell is that? That's a hell no also. Has no options at all. Nope. Nice try, though. The Gray Elephant. Okay, Dave J. How you doing, Dave J? Christopher. Scare Central. How you? Which penny stock? I don't do any. Okay, what part of dividend stocks did you not understand? Okay, penny stocks do not have dividends. And 20 years of increased profits. What penny stock gets 20 years of increased profits? Tommy, what's going on? Uh-oh. C. Cooper. Elvin Harper. What is my website address? The 10-Minute Trader. The 10-Minute Trader. Remix. REMX. REMX. Hell no. What the hell? Weren't you listening? They high of the year. Hell freaking no. Monthlies. Double hell no. You weren't listening at all. Oh, I'm starting to lose my cool. All right. That being, I recently got Bell's palsy from trading stress, and this live popped up. Natalie, how are you today? I'm sorry about your Bell's palsy. I have no idea what it is, but is it a good thing or a bad thing? Christopher, how you doing? Jared, DBR, what's going on? KView hasn't been profitable for over 20 years. Chris, thank you for that. Okay, I was just looking at the numbers. Somebody asked me to take a look at it, so I looked at it. I didn't say I was going to buy it, did I? Hammer, how you doing? Investing, how you do? Mr. Kaylee, what's going on? Maggie's time. Michelle, I'm going to jump over to here. They got 58 questions. Odds, Hodds. American Airlines, yep. Harley Davidson, yep. Kohl's, yep. I like all three of them. Let's take a look. AAL, American Airlines. There we go. Take a look. That one actually looks interesting. Now, what looks interesting? Let me see if you see it. It takes 3 to 4 seconds to find out. High, low, was, is. Look at this. Up, down, sideways, down, and up. Look at this. Right there. Right there. Before I even look any deeper, 1166, the 1150s go 38. That's over 3% for this week. Next week, it's 50. That's over 4%. I want to do this week. This week is over 3%. Hell yeah. Let's find out. All right, so a year ago, we were at 1151. High of the year was the end of end of January, 1915. Bottom of the year, second week of April, also known as TDS Day, 850. So check that out. 19 to 850. That's more than a 60% drop. I wonder who panicked and sold. Probably a whole bunch of people. Now, from there, he shoots up nicely. Okay, same thing. High, low, where was it? Where is it? Up, down, up. Now this right here makes me a little queasy. What happened today? Let's zoom into that and see what you think. The high of the year, 1406, and that was a couple of weeks ago on the 3rd of September. Okay, here's your 30-day high. 30-day bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now today we have a higher high and a higher low, but it closed lower than it opened. It's still a yes, it's still an up day, but do I like American Airlines at 1166? It's an interesting question. So 1166. Let's do the 1150s for this week, see what they look like. 50 right there. One contract at the market. Here we go. And here's Johnny by one covered call. American Airlines 100. That's the weeklies. 10 October. That's this coming Friday. The 1150 call against the stock at the market to open. Blah 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 blah. 2450 is the profit. 1100 the investment. Let's see what the rate of return is. Okay, the rate of return. Well, let's find that out. Calculator, come out wherever you are. 2450 divided 11, 26, grand total of 2.1. I'm going to write that one down. So, the questions. Rattling around in the head. Ready? Question number one. Does it make sense? It's a yes or no. Buy a good company, sell someone the rights to buy it from you, get a 1 or 2% every single week. That's over 50 to 100% a year. 1% a week is over 50% per year. Okay, 2% a week. Okay, this is 2.17. 2% a week is over 100% per year. How much time does it actually take you? Well, it might take you a little bit of time to come up with the stocks that you like. You got to go through 10,750 of them. That's a lot. Or you can cheat. I like to cheat. Okay? I go to Google, and in Google I write Dividend Kings List 2025. And within a couple of seconds, there's a whole bunch of people willing to give you the list for free if you give them your email address. Okay, my email address, I get the list, and then I delete it. Okay? Dividend Aristocrats List 2025. Dividend Champions List 2025, so on and so forth. And then in my email, there's over 300 companies that are consistently profitable. Just cut and paste, put them into the calendar, and the calendar tells you exactly when to look at them. Well, once I look at them, what am I looking for? You're looking for the high of the year, the low of the year. Where was it? Where is it? What direction is it going? Is it going up or is it going down? It's not that difficult. I get my 5-year-old grandson saying, hey, Papa G, this one's going up. He's 5 years old and he can figure it out. It's not that difficult. After you figure that out, then you do a simple trade. This is a little bit more complicated because I want to do a covered call, which means I'm buying it for whatever price it is. Oh, it's there. It's going to come any second. Oh, I hate that. I can feel it coming. All right, anyway. I buy it for the current price, $11.66. And what is the closest strike price to $11.66? That's what I want to sell it for. I get in, I want to get out, and I want to move to the next. There's 10,000, I forget, 570 different companies, all looking to do the exact same thing. Go higher and higher and higher in the stock price to deliver a product or service to their customers, to create a profitable scenario for everyone. That's what we're doing this for. You want to take whatever money you have that you worked for, and you want to be able to put it into something that's going to give you more money. Well, companies want to do the same thing too. They want to go to work, they want to put their hours in, they want to contribute to society, come up with a good product, a good service, and then be able to take a vacation once in a while, enjoy life once in a while. It's not that difficult. Buy it at whatever the price is. Sell it for whatever strike price is the closest. $11.66, the 11.50s. I'm walking away with $24 per contract. Each contract is $11. $1,100. $1,100. It's a 2.17% on a weekly basis. For this particular company, this week. Next week, it might be a different number. Are you okay with that? So if I'm getting 2% this week, what am I getting next week? Am I getting 2%, 3%? Am I getting 1%? Am I getting 0.5%? You have to be okay with the variation. Okay, it's not like a corporate bond where you say, hey, I want 20%, I get X amount every single month. Well, it's the same every single month. Well, this here, it's weekly, and it's not the same every week. Some weeks it's percent, some weeks it's 3, some weeks it's 0.5%, some weeks it's 0.25%. As long as money is continuously coming in, and you never, ever, ever, ever sell at a loss. Because that's Stupid. I was thinking of a better word. It's just stupid. Okay, if I'm going to buy this at $11.66, why the hell would I sell it for $10? That makes no sense to me. Next. Oh, I gotta write this one down. Which one? AAL. Oh, it's already written down. Imagine that. Next. Oh, Harley Davidson. Oh, I like Harley Davidson. Yes, I do have some Harley Davidson. Harley Davidson. I used to have a Harley Davidson, one of my younger days. I think I was in my 30s and 40s. I had a Harley. Then you get to a certain point. So I remember taking that Harley for a ride for 3 hours, and my back has never been the same since. That was 20 years ago. So I got rid of the Harley and I traded it for a Corvette. Anyway, Harley Davidson. I'm going to say no for this week only because, take a look at this right here. Here's your top. Here's your bottom. Today is the bottom. So we need 3 days to the upside. Today's Wednesday. Is today Wednesday or today Tuesday? Oh, shit. Oh, today's Tuesday. See what happens when you don't work? What's today? Today's Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. See, today's the bottom. Okay? Tomorrow will be 1 day up if it goes up. Thursday would be 2 days up. And Friday would be the third day. I usually don't buy anything on Friday because I buy all on Monday. And on Friday, I like to get rid of stuff. And then I like to buy more stuff on Monday. Isn't that weird? Monday follows Friday. It's just, it's over and over again. It's the same thing. All right. That's Harley Davidson. No. Kohl's. We did buy some Kohl's Monday. Ooh. All right. Anyway. It is what it is. High, low. Where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Bummer. I did buy some Monday, but I'm not going to panic. All right, a year ago. Wait a second. Okay, now even though I do own it, let me show what happened the other day. Okay. Down, here's your bottom. Shoots up, here's your 30-day high. Came down here. Now from here, we're looking for 3 days to the upside. 1, 2, 3. That's where I jumped in. Monday, down. Today, down. Did I know that was going to happen? No. Did I make my 1%? I think I made like 2 or 3% on this one. But the stock pulled down. Remember, somebody asked me, what happens if the stock goes down 2%? Well, it was at 17. Okay, 1% of 17 is 17 cents. 2% of $17 is 35 cents. So it was at 17, now it's down to 15. That's not 2%, that's $2. That's a lot more than 2%. But here's the thing. I'm not selling it. Next week, so this week the options I sold are going to expire. Uh-oh, I got a low battery. Low battery. Can't have a low battery. All right, there we go. So this week I got like 2 or 3% from Kohl's. Wait a second, I have it written down here. Kohl's. Oh, I got 5%. I got 5% this week on Kohl's. All right, so I bought here, got 5% here. Now she's dropping. She's at 15.86. So next week I'm going to sell the 16s, and the 16s are going for 65 cents, which is more than 4%. I'm okay with it. Even though the stock dropped, I can still write a covered call at 16, at 16.50, at 17. I can do whatever I want because I own the stock. Now, I have no intention on selling the stock until it hits 17, which is my target. Because I bought it just below 17, and I sold somebody the rights to buy it from me at 17. But that ain't happening because it's at 15.86. But next week, I can sell the 16s and pick up 65 cents, which is more than 4% next week. But I'm okay with that. Okay? Now, I think Kohl's is the longest I've ever held anything. See, last year it was Kimberly-Clark. I held it for 9 months. That's a long time for me. Well, Kohl's surpassed that to 14 months. I've never held anything for 14 months, but here's the thing. Kohl's gave me 1, 2, 3% every single week for 14 months. 14 months. That's 96. Is that right? 96? No. That's not it. 52 weeks. Plus, about 60 months. 60 weeks. So I made over 60 or 70% on Kohl's last year, and I still sold it at a profit after that. Anyway, next. Oh, Zanea, what's happening? Risen Nation, good evening to you. Jick Jock, how do I access your videos? All right, Jick Jock 63. YouTube. Simple. Or you're on TikTok now. You go to the top left-hand corner of your screen and touch on that little picture of myself, and that will take you to the bio, and that will take you to all the different websites that I have. I don't have that many. Hey, thoughts on SES? What the hell is SES? Hell no. What the hell were you thinking? Didn't I say earlier that someone's going to do this? The high of the year. What the hell are we looking at for high of the year? Worse than that, this thing is below $1 a year ago. How the hell can this thing have 20 years of profits if it was less than $1 a year ago? And why the hell are you showing it to me if it's at the high of the year? I don't buy anything at the high of the year. That's crazy. And it's a monthly. She got the triple douchebag here. Uh-oh. I probably should have said that. No. It has to be a dividend stock, number one, with weekly options, and it has to be consistently profitable, and it cannot be at the high of the year. Why would I tell anybody or suggest anybody to buy at the high? You don't make money buying at the high. You make money buying low and selling high. Danny, what's happening? I'm a Godwin George. Okay, George, if you say so. Derek, how you doing today? Crazy man, gladiator. Let's talk about it. How are you today? Wow, I missed all these questions. La 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 la. All right, did that. Where is option screen on Yahoo? That would be on the trading screen. You actually have to be on the trading screen at Yahoo in order to look at options, I believe. Kanisha, how are you, Kanisha? Banker stock. Is that even a stock symbol? S-T-O-K, S-T-O-C-K. Nope. S-T-O-C-K. It's not a stock symbol. Call John, Sebdog. What's happening, Sebdog? What should I do if I'm young? Enjoy life. That's what you should do. I can't read that name. It looks like a couple of symbols, so I have no idea what that means. What should I do if I'm young? Live it up and enjoy your youth. You remember that part in the movie It's a Wonderful Life? Oh, youth is wasted on the wrong people. Young people have no idea what to do with youth. You don't, because you got it. When you get older and you ain't got it anymore, you wish you had it. Michelle, Maggie, how are you today? Uh-oh. It's a big Berkshire holding. Trump wants to accelerate drilling offshore. They write off the East. Maggie, I have no idea which one you're talking about, Maggie. I'm looking. I'm not seeing it, Maggie. You might have to post it again. Ha! Okay, you got that one. Read that one already. Got that one already. All right, got that one already. 17, got that one. Here's Alex. Alex, what's happening? KB, what's going on? Egg. Tell me about Walgreens. Ooh, WBA. Now, we did Walgreens for a very long time. And now we're not doing it anymore because Walgreens went from a weekly optionable stock to a monthly. And we don't do monthlies. I mean, Walgreens was awesome. Like 14, 15 months, and it was just like, lovely. If you're young, go Army. How to switch to covered call. Nico, not 100% sure what you're talking about, but Nico, if you want, and this goes for everyone else, if you want to have a chat, a personal conversation, whatever website you are on, there is a link in the bio that will bring you to my website, which will allow you to book a call, and I'll have a chat with you, and I will guarantee you 100% I will not try to sell you anything. We'll just have a conversation. What is it you're looking for? What are you stuck at? What do you need to learn to get you from where you are to the next step, whatever that is for you? Because we're all on a different journey. Walgreens. Okay, Jerome, I did not forget all about you. Walmart, WMT. I didn't forget about you, Jerome. WMT. Wally World. Interesting. I say interesting because I'm looking at this. But before I look at that, here's your high, here's your low, here's where it was, here's where it is. Look at this. Up. All right. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Same thing. We're still in the exact same spot. It was here a year ago at 80. Now it's at 103. Lovely. What does 103 mean for Walmart? Well, 103 for Walmart means 106. But I'm losing 24. That means I make 75 this week. No, not for this week. Next week, the 103, 169. I'm losing 23. Okay. Not quite 2%. So I'm going to pass on Walmart because it's $103. So 1% of $103 is $1.03. So 1% has to be at least $1. Okay. This one here, 103, is $1.06. But I'm buying it at 103.24, which means I'm losing 24 cents. So I subtract 24 cents out. Then I'm not at $1 anymore. So it's not worth it for this week. So let's do next week. I'm still losing 24 cents on the 103. So I do that. Now I'm walking away with $1.30. Well, that's not 2%. So I'm going to say no to Walmart this week. Sorry, dude. Maynard, how are you today? 8818. I have no idea what that means. Maynard, 8818. What does that mean? Anyway, Jerome, sorry about Walmart. Don't get me wrong, I like Walmart, I do. Hey, got a question over here. James, the meeting group. Oh, wait a minute, I got a question. Question. What? Come on, where is it? Ooh, 4 questions. Ooh, sorry, 4 questions. So, all right, here we go. What's my website? Got that one already. Thank you, Matthew. And here we go, James. So if I jump in on a stock, Kohl's, and it drops, I can still sell covered calls. Exactly. All right, James, think of it this way. Okay? Imagine it's not a stock. Imagine it's a vending machine. Let's say a soda machine. All right? You pay $1,200 for the soda machine. Okay? You paid $1,200 for it. Well, next week it's not going to be worth $1,200. It's only worth like $11. But is it still giving you cash flow? That's the important part. And also, if you pay $1,200 for it and it's giving you cash flow and it drops to, let's say, $1,000, fine, it's still giving you cash flow, but your exit is still $1,200. So never sell for less than you paid for it. You pay $1,200 for it, great. Never sell for less than $1,200. Even if it drops down to $8, you're still carrying and you're still collecting a weekly cash flow, and that's the important part. Well, at least for me it is. Okay, I want consistency of cash flow and preservation of my capital. That's my 2 goals. Consistency of cash flow, preservation of my capital. All your Calendly phone call slots are filled up. No, they are not. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. All right, you see this right here? October. Today's the 7th. 1 call today, 1 call tomorrow, 1 call next day, 1 call next day. There's only one on there for each day. Okay? That means there's a whole bunch more. Okay? And if you can't get it there, just send me a direct phone number. Just send me a DM with your number and I'll give you a buzz. Go to your website and click book call. Hold that thought. Let's do that. No times in October. Oops. I gotta fix that. All right, yeah. I gotta figure out how to fix that. I have no idea how to use it. Somebody set it up for me. But as you can clearly see, I only got 3 more calls this week. So, DM me. Anyway, Dr. Dev, I have your number. I called you 3 times already. Can you explain the strategy again? Danny, I'm going to explain the strategy again. All right, you ready, Danny? Here we go. I'm going to take a deep breath. All right. I do dividend investing for weekly cash flow using only pre-qualified dividend stocks, and those are companies that consistently increase their profits for a minimum of 2 decades. Also buying them just before the EX date, which is the last day the stock trades before the dividend is paid, thus making it easier to know when the stock is going to move, and doing a simple trade calling a covered call to get you 1% every single week. Buy at the money, sell 1 strike at the money, and then you should be able to make money on that one. How's that? Thoughts on Charles Schwab? Okay, Nico, you actually got to give me the ticker symbol. Caleb, thank you for that. Sweet Den, we already looked at UNH. They were my customer in the 90s. Cool beans. Which stock is this? This is not a stock. Get out of here. Oh my goodness. See, I was trying to figure out how long could we go before somebody gives me a piece of crap to look at. So Ruben, you're the first one. You get the booby prize for the night. The booby prize is for Ruben. And the reason I say that is let's go here. Right there. Nope. Right there. Ruben wants to take a look at ULTY. And for those who watched it last night and the night before, know exactly where I'm going to go and what I'm going to do. And I'll tell you exactly what I think of this Ruben. The reason why you're using the booby prize on this one, Ruben, the booby prize